Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Yes, children. Today we're taking up a test on coordinate geometry. To check what we have understood so far. Yes, I have the answers also ready. Take down the first question. Work and tell me the answer. Take down the question, children, first. Don't work only the answer. Copy the first question, work the answer, and share the answer with me. Yeah, it's time. What's the answer?
Ten, ma'am.
Yeah. What's the answer?
Ten, ma'am.
10, no? 10. Okay, let me check. No, it's not 10. Yeah. Why, children? I don't want to say, I don't want to comment. Why? What happened? Such a simple question. Huh? 5. Yeah. 5 is the correct answer. 5 is the correct answer. Is there anyone else who's got 5? Yeah, you can see the answer here. Uh-oh. Don't see the second one. Don't see the second one. Yeah. When I zoom in, I cannot annotate, children. So you just, so see here. Distance formula, root of, difference between the x coordinates, the whole square, plus difference between the y coordinates, the whole square. Difference between x coordinates, whole square, plus difference between y coordinates, whole square. So now what is 5 sine 60 degrees minus 0? It's the same thing, right? 10 minus 0 is 10. So 5 sine 60 degrees minus 0 is 5 sine 60 degrees squared. 5 square is 25. Sine 60, the whole square, is sine square 60. Don't read ahead. Listen to me. minus 0 is 5 sine 60 itself. When you square it, 5 square, what is squared? 5 sine 60 into 5 sine 60. 5 into 5, 25. Sine 60 into sine 60, sine squared 60. Same thing happens in the other bracket. Minus 0 is the same thing, 5 sine 30 degrees. Whole square. 5 sine 30 into 5 sine 30. 5 into 5, 25. Sine 30 into sine 30 is not sine 900. 30 into 30, 900. No. Sine 30 into sine 30 is sine square 30. It's not sine square 900. Sine 30 into sine 30. A into A is A square. Sine 30 into sine 30 is sine square 30. Now here what I've done, I've taken 25 common. So that's what it is. No, whenever there's something common, to simplify the calculation, take it out. 25 is common, bring it out. Then what I've done is sine square 60, sine square 30 in the bracket. Then I want to use this identity, sine square theta plus cos. I have another way also. See here, I've also done it in an alternate method. So listen to this first. Since I want to use this identity, sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1, what I've done is I've written sine square 60. Okay, one more thing. 25 is common, right? So it comes out of the square root as 5. Square root of 25 is 5. Comes out of the square root as 5. Now we have sine square 60, sine square 30. Now sine square 30 degrees. Sine square, you can see it here. Sine square theta is equal to cos square 90 minus theta. So sine square 30 is cos square 90 minus 30. Sine square 30. See here, sine square theta. So instead of theta, put 30. Sine square 30 is equal to cos square 90 minus 30. So cos square 90 minus 30. What's 90 minus 30? 60. So cos square 60. So sine square theta plus cos square theta. Sine square 60 plus cos square 60 is 1. Root 1, which is 1. So 5. You can also do it like this by taking the values from the table. By taking the value from the table, values from the table. So 25 is common, so it comes out as 5. Then root of sine 60, root 3 by 2 whole square, plus sine 30, 1 by 2 whole square. So this is 3 by 4, 1 by 4, 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is 1. Root 1, which is 1. Yeah. Yes, Ananya?
If we substitute the values from the table before we do the result.
Yeah. 1 minute. I'm just, well, the second answer will be seen. You read out from your. Yes, Ananya. Read out your steps.
A 5 sine 60 degree comma 0 will be A 5 root 3 by 2
Oh,
comma
1
0.
minute. I think we have this right. Root of 25 sine square 60 degrees.
The values from the table before starting
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Very nice. Okay. Before, okay. So A is 5 sine 60. So root 3 by 2. So 5 root 3 by 2, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. So we always, learn from the students, because teachers, we are kind of stereotype, since you know the answer, lateral thinking is limited when it comes to teachers. Students can think better. That's because when we know something, the approach to something, we inevitably think in the same direction. Lateral thinking is less because we know an approach, one or a few approaches. So our mind is obstructed. We are not able to think differently. Yes, this is right. So 0, comma, nice. So sine 30 degrees is 1 by 2. So 5 by 2, correct?
Yes, then I get the distance.
Fine. That's also correct. You will get the same result. Very good. That's also fine. Yeah. So others, please take down. Quickly take down, children. Done, children? I've explained, so you just have to write it fast. Yeah, it's time. Yes. Try the second one. The center of the circle is given and it passes through A. If the diameter is 20 units, find the value or values of alpha. Two alpha minus 1 comma 7 passes through the point A. It passes through the point. That means the circle passes through the point, not the center. The circle passes through the point A. So that means A is a point on the circumference of the circle. A is a point on the circle. The circle passes through the point A. That means A is a point on the circumference of the circle. If the diameter is 20, find alpha. So if the diameter is 20, this radius is 10. So use a distance formula. Center and a point on the circumference is given. Diameter is 20 units. That means the radius is 10 units. And OA is clearly the radius. So OA is equal to 10. That's how you should start. OA is equal to 10. So OA square is 100. Or OA is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square is equal to 10. Square on both the sides and get the result. Yes, children. Yeah, please tell me the value of alpha. Nobody's got it?
Ma'am, is it alpha 2?
Alpha 2, huh?
Alpha is what?
Only one value?
No, -4.
Very good. Tarun Murali, very good. What is the quadratic equation you have got in alpha?
Ma'am, 4 alpha square plus 8 alpha minus 32, ma'am.
Is equal to 0. Very good. Yes. Did you divide that by 4 throughout?
Yes, ma'am.
So you got alpha square plus 2 alpha minus 8 is equal to 0, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Very good, Tarun Murali. It's not necessary to show this point B. Not needed. Not needed. This is not needed. O is 2 alpha minus 1, 7. A is minus 3 minus 1. Clearly, that's a radius. The circle passes through A. That means A lies on the circumference. OA is the radius, 10. Yeah. So what have I told you? Square root of, subtract the x coordinates. Which are the x coordinates? This one and this one. These two are the x coordinates. Subtract them. So write 2 alpha minus 1 and subtract. So minus 3 will become plus 3, the whole square. Because you're subtracting, so minus 3, plus 3 the whole square, plus subtract the y coordinates. So you have 7 here. These are the y coordinates, 7 and minus 1. 7 should subtract the y coordinates. This is minus 1. So minus 1. So plus 1 the whole square. So write that directly like this. Please work, children. Yes, others who tried it but did not get the values -4 and 2, please ask me. If you can correct yourself using the answer you see, fine. If you have any question, please ask me. Nandini, are you there? Yeah. You can see the answer there on top. So you get a quadratic equation in alpha. We split the middle term to solve. And you see the values of alpha are -4 and 2. Yes. What's the next question? Class, use the emoji. Raise your hand.
Ma'am,
Yes, Nandini.
ma'am, did you call me, ma'am?
Yeah, about 5 minutes back. You were not there? Okay. Ramanathan, Tarun, Murali, Ananya, Kanishka, Harini, Sneha, Rajarajeshwari, Shreyas, Nandini, Netra, Priyanka, Hitesh, Murali Krishna, and Pranav Rajan. Okay, but children, why are you all not responding is what I'm always worried about. I'm doing my best, but there is no participation at all from your end. You're not interacting with me in any way. Doubts, sharing answers. Absolutely nothing. Now, how do I make or now? I've been telling you to keep your cameras turned on. That also we don't do. I have to spend 10 minutes for that to force you to keep your cameras turned on. And then once I share my screen, again, you're out of the, meaning you disable your camera. So I thought, okay, there's no point, spending time on that because you will have to take up as your responsibility. I cannot keep forcing. See, that's what I do at home with my children, I don't spy them. I'm not behind them always. So I take time, I sit with them and explain and, make them realize that it is their responsibility to behave in a particular way. And I leave it, that's it. And I keep, reinforcing that, meaning I keep reminding them that, see, it shouldn't be like this, it shouldn't be like this. And that way I just make it a habit. I don't waste my energy scolding or, asking them to behave the way I want them to be. No, I tell them, see, this is the general truth and this is how it is to be. So act accordingly and teach them everything is their responsibility. It's not because I want him or her to be like that. So like that, you should understand. Keeping the videos, your cameras turned on is a part of your responsibility during an online session. Interacting with the teacher. Should I remind you about that? Should I ask you what the answer is? So you can either say I did, meaning I don't know how to do or whatever, or you're stuck somewhere. So keeping your videos turned on, interacting with me is a part of your responsibility. And all of you are failing to do that, except Ramanathan. He wants to keep his video turned on, but he sees his friends, all of them are not there. So yeah, he's forced to turn it off. Except Ramanathan, nobody wants to keep their cameras turned on. And there's always internet issue as an excuse. If I keep my video on, then the whatever lags, your voice is not clear. So what do I do? Tell me. I cannot hit my laptop. Trying to hit somebody. I cannot, take a scale and whack my laptop. So nothing, I cannot do anything. In a physical class, at least maybe I can give you a stare. So nothing I can do here. So you have to assume understand your responsibilities and act accordingly. I can only remind you about it. And I still can see only the initials K, R, L, A, N, K, N, R, D, P, R, T, M. Okay, now what is the answer to this one? How many of you got the second one?
Ma'am, me.
Ananya got it? Ramnathan, did you get the second one?
And after the senior answer only.
Okay, Tarun got it. Ananya,
Yes, ma'am, got it. 2 and -2.
Kanishka, Rajarajeshwari,
Ma'am, actually I got wrong on the calculation.
Rajarajeshwari,
Ma'am, half I was doing it, ma'am.
okay. What about Nandini and Netra?
Ma'am, actually, I'm just leaving and rejoining, ma'am. My laptop isn't stable. So for the past few minutes, I didn't get your screen.
I know, I'm sorry. Okay. Netra,
I did a mistake, so I didn't get the proper answer.
Hitesh, Murali Krishna, Pranav, Shreyas,
Ma'am, I was halfway right, but the next half, due to calculation error, I gone wrong in the midway.
Okay. And Harini and Sneha?
Ma'am, we got it, ma'am. Can I check the answers again, ma'am?
Okay. You want me to show the answer again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because the third answer is visible, you know. I'll show you when I show you the third answer. Okay, you can have a look at that time. Maybe the first part I can show you. See here below.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the later part of the answer you can see when I show you the third answer. Yes, children, the third one. Find the ratio. You know, to find the ratio, you have to use the x coordinate of the point of division or the y coordinate of the point of division. So please start like this. First, take a line segment. P divides AB. So AB 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 2, minus 5. P is the point of division. Coordinates of P 13 by 11 minus 16 by 11. Children, I want all of you to start like this. Let the ratio be m is to n or k is to 1, whatever. Please start like this. X or y, whatever, x coordinate of P, the point of division, is 13 by 11. That means mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n is equal to 13 by 11. You can start like this, or you can start like y coordinate of the point of division P is minus 16 by 11. And that is given by my2 plus ny1 by m plus n is equal to minus 16 by 11. Working this, you will be able to find the value or the ratio m is to n. You will find m by n, which is nothing but m is to n. Work this. If you take k is to 1, then k is the, if you will get k is 2 by 5, so 2 is to 5 is the ratio. Quickly.
Ratio is 5 to 6.
5 is to 6. Let me check. Yeah. You're right, Ananya. Very good. 5 is to 6. Take a picture of your answer and put it on WhatsApp, if possible now.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good, Ananya. Yes, Kanishka, you have texted me if you can ask your doubts on arithmetic progressions at the end of the class. Sure, you can.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Just give me 10 minutes after the class. We'll connect again. You stay in the meeting. You don't leave the meeting. I'll just come back to you after 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, me too have sent the answer in the WhatsApp, ma'am.
Yeah. I'm just looking at that. Yeah. Very good. Harini, good. Yes, children, it's time to see the answer. So now I see all of you, it should actually, the class should be like a fish market, you know. All of you screaming out your answers and, you know, I'm not able to hear anything clearly. It's not like that. Yeah. Yes, Tarun?
I sent it the answer via WhatsApp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll see. Where's my phone? Very good, Tarun. Tarun, Sneha, Harini and Ananya. Very good. All right, children, time to see the answer. I've done it both the ways using the ratio m:1 and k:1. K:1 is here. m:1 is here. You can use anything, children. You can use the x coordinate or y coordinate. I've used the y coordinate. Y coordinate of P is you should write the y coordinate of the point of division P. Y coordinate is -16 by 11. But how do you find that? My2 plus ny1 by m plus n is equal to -16 by 11. Then substitute. Mn we don't know. M and n will remain m and n. So you should only substitute for y2 and y1. This is y1, this is y2. Substitute them. Cross multiply and stuff and yeah. You can also find using the x coordinate of P. That other way, k:1, I'll show you when I show you the fourth answer, children. When you use the ratio k:1. See, this what you have to do now is quickly make a note of the answer. You can see it later. You know the procedure. It's all about your calculation. See, it's time we come out of that, you know, I don't know, I see this with a few of the students. When we learn something in a particular way, you know, mostly what the school teacher says, we stick to that method. I'm telling you, why do you write both the x and y coordinates? Write only, see, this is enough. Why are we writing P, meaning why are we writing like this, mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n, and then is equal to 13 by 11, comma, minus. Why are we wasting time substituting in both the places? Now we have time. You can work it for 5 minutes or even 50 minutes. But in the exam, See the exam, okay, say 3 hours paper, right? 3 hours. And for it's for how many marks? 80 marks. 80 marks. 3 hours is how many minutes? How many minutes? 3 hours, 180 minutes. 180 minutes, roughly 30 questions. Okay, instead of saying questions, how many marks? 80 marks. 80 marks. In 180 minutes, you'll have to complete a paper worth 80 marks. 80 marks. So what do you get on dividing? 0, 0, 9 by 4, right? 9 by 4 is what, children? 1 by 4. Okay, minutes for 1 mark. So for a 1 mark question, you can spend only 1 minute and you know how much is quarter of a minute? 15 seconds. For a 1 mark question, you can spend 1 minute and 15 seconds. So for a 2 mark question, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 3 mark question, 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That's all you can spend. 180 minutes for 80 marks paper. When you divide, you get 1 by 4 minutes per mark. Per mark meaning for 1 mark. 1 by 4. I hope my division is correct. 1 by 4 minute per mark. So for 1 mark, you can spend only 1 by 4 minutes. Now we can spend a long time. Why are we waiting? I told you don't write both. But because your teacher has taught you in a particular way, you're sticking to that. You stick to whichever is more convenient. So now we are writing both mx2, nx1 command, the other thing is equal to. So the time, see the time involved there in the exam, see the time involved. Unnecessarily, we are substituting in both the places. Finally, you're going to equate only one, either the x or y. For that, why you have to substitute both? Don't do that. So now
reduce step marks if we don't write both.
no. How? Why that step is required first? No. That's not required at all. Why should you work both? We have to answer the question correctly. Show, and whatever you work, you should show the steps there. And here, yeah, see, all the steps are there. You will not, that's not needed at all. Yeah. All right, Raja Rajeshwari.
Yes, ma'am.
So unnecessarily you've done all that. And finally, what you've done, 4k plus 1 by 2k plus 2 is equal to 13 by 11. Why you didn't do for y then? Because it's not needed. Then why did you work? When you're not going to use something which you work, then why have you worked it? Not you, meaning why should we work it? So this is how you are expected to do it. Take either the x coordinate or the y coordinate of the point of division. And here you should show all the steps. Yeah. So the ratio is 5:6 children. Yeah. Next one. Yes, children, the values of A and B.
Ma'am, I got A is equal to minus 2 by 5, B is equal to minus 1.
A is equal to
Minus 2 by 5, B is equal to minus 1.
yeah. No, both are incorrect.
And I got A as minus 1 by 2 and working B.
Yeah, that's correct. A is equal to minus 1 by 2 is right. Karan, please check your calculations and see if you've taken the question correctly. That's the first thing. When we are wrong, we should check the question. If we have taken the information from the question correctly.
I also got A is equal to minus 1 by 2.
Very good, Ram. That's correct. A is equal to minus 1 by 2.
Yes.
And B is 2.
Yeah.
Ma'am, A is equal to minus 1 by 2, B is equal to minus 14, ma'am.
B is equal to minus, Harini?
14, ma'am.
3, yeah?
14, ma'am.
No. A is right. A minus 1 by 2. B is not 14. B is 2. So 2 of them have got it right. Ananya and Ram. Ramnathan, you two got it right?
Yes, ma'am. B is equal to 2.
B alone, I think you have to check then. Okay. So children, see here, this is the correct answer. And you can also see that answer for, the ratio K is to 1, the earlier one. K is to 1. Or it is, this or. So first you should, represent the information given in a line segment like this. So P given by this one, ratios 2 to 1, all that. Simply use the section formula. Simply use the section formula. So how will we find the coordinates of P? This is in general. This is in general. How will we find? This is the general formula. How do you find the coordinates of the point of division? That is, how do you find the x coordinate and y coordinate of P? How do we find the x coordinate and the y coordinate of P? X coordinate is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, and there's a y coordinate. So this is the formula. Now, in this figure, the x and y coordinates are these, and this is the formula. So, and then you should equate this with this and this with this. That's all. Don't worry if your friends are getting it. If you don't understand, please ask me. Please ask me.
Ma'am, we got it, ma'am.
Okay. Nandini, are you there? Priyanka, see? Shreyas.
I too got
Murali
the
Krishna.
answer.
Ma'am, me too got it, ma'am.
Okay, Sneha and Harini got it. Raja Rajeshwari.
I too got it.
Okay, Netra.
Ma'am, I too got A is equal
Okay.
to minus 1 by 2 and B is 2.
Okay. Kanishka. Pranav. Yeah, so the answer is here. I'll wait for 3 minutes. Yeah. Any questions, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
All right, children. Netra, Priyanka.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Fifth one. Sorry. So all of you finished your dinner, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Who said no?
No, ma'am.
Kanishka.
Why? What time do you normally have, children? Kanishka and Nandini?
No, only she's preparing, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, in my home too, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What time do you normally eat, Nandini?
Ma'am, after this class, ma'am, usually 9:30, ma'am.
My God. So what do you think? Will this timing work out, or will go back to 7:45 to 9:15? No, I just did a trial session today because I told you it was okay with me. It's okay with me, meaning it was me who wanted the change for some personal reason. So it'll get late. Is it for Kanishka and Nandini to have dinner?
Maybe, ma'am.
What about the others?
Ma'am, this timing itself okay, ma'am.
Same, ma'am. This is. Yes, ma'am.
What about the others?
Ma'am, this timing itself okay, ma'am.
It's fine, huh? Okay. Yes, children, fifth one. PQRS are the vertices of a parallelogram. Find the values of A and B. Children, please try the fifth and sixth one. I'll just come back in a few minutes.
Ma'am, is A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 5, ma'am?
Yes, Harini or Sneha, you said something. Yes, please come again.
Ma'am, I said A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 3, ma'am.
For the fifth one, A is 4, B is
3, ma'am.
correct. Perfect. A is 4 and B is 3. Perfect. Very good.
Me too,
Please
God.
solve the 6. Who's the other one?
Sneha, ma'am.
Very good. Okay, very good. Yes. Please do 5 and 6 because these answers are on the same page. So we'll see them together. Also work the 6th one. Yeah, value of P in question number 6. No, children, you're taking a long time.
Ma'am, P is equal to 6, ma'am.
P is equal to 6. Very good. Very good, Harini. You got both of it right. P is equal to 6.
Ma'am, it's me, Sneha, ma'am.
Oh, your voice is so similar. Okay, Sneha. Very good. Yes, children. See the answer for the 5th and 6th one.
Ma'am, I too got it, ma'am.
Very good. So you know that a square is also a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, rectangle, square, rhombus, diagonals bisect each other. That is, both the diagonals will have the same midpoint. O is the midpoint of both the diagonals. So you can find the coordinates of O in two different ways, using both the diagonals, each of the diagonals. So on equating that, you can find the value of the unknown. So after drawing the figure and filling in the information given, how do you find the coordinates of O? It's a parallelogram. How do you find the coordinates of O? X1 plus x2 by 2, a plus 2 by 2, comma, minus 11 plus 15 by 2. You can also find the coordinates of the same point O using Q and S. 5 plus 1 by 2, B plus 1 by 2. Both will give you the coordinates of O. That means the x coordinate will be equal to the x coordinate. The y coordinate will be equal to the y coordinate. Equating that, you will get the values of A and B. Same thing when it's a square. So the square is also a parallelogram. O is the midpoint of AC. O is also the midpoint of BD. Same idea. So you can see 7 by 2, 7 by 2 here. So equate these two to find the value of P. This is how you should work it. You save time. See, there are so many, CBSE schools, in India. You cannot expect every maths teacher, of grade 10 to teach a particular answer in the same way. So from that, you should understand that, yes, the approach should be correct. You should be showing the steps clearly. And the approach should be meaningful. That's it. There is no one particular way of expressing any answer. You shouldn't worry about that part at all. See, we've given here O is the midpoint of both the diagonals. So by using the midpoint formula, you can see here O. That means these are the coordinates of O is equal to the coordinates of O using the other diagonal. So it's very clear here from the representation. We have not just put brackets like this. Some bracket is equal to some bracket. No. O, and when you write something, x coordinate and y coordinate of O it is. O is the midpoint. O, you can see O here. X coordinate, y coordinate of O. X coordinate, y coordinate of O. Obviously, when you find it using the different diagonals, the coordinates will be the same. Then you're equating. Is it over?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Others, you're supposed to take down the answer from your screen. This is not there for you. Area of triangles. Okay, it's time. These are all most, frequently asked questions. So simple. But we'll, put ourselves in trouble by using the distance formula. We'll use the, the property that opposite sides are equal or all sides are equal. And it's not about using an elaborate procedure to get 4 marks. It's just about using the correct procedure. This is not a theory paper to write. So much to get 4 marks. So there's no distance formula here at all to find the values of A and B, simply the midpoint formula. Yeah. 5, 6 we finished. Seventh one is about area of triangle. So you can just ignore that. Ignore this one, 7th one. 8, also find the height of the parallelogram. This also you should find the area. Okay, so ignore this. Yeah, you can do the 9th one. Trisected, 10th one. Perpendicular bisector. Yeah, we can do 9, 10, 11 we can try. 7, 8 ignore. 9, 10, 11. Try 9, 10, 11. Find a relation between X and Y. If A, B, and C form a straight line. Your student, please try. I'll just come back. Children, I must make a correction because here it's not given that it's not given about it's not about equidistant. I just mistook the question. This is if ABC form a straight line, again collinear, similar to this one. Again collinear it is. ABC form a straight line, again about collinearity. If it is like 3 points ABC, such that A is equidistant from B and C, then yes, you can find the relation. But here you cannot, meaning you have to use the area of triangle formula. Area of triangle formula, which is removed. Correct, no? Area of triangle, that's removed from your syllabus, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, so we have to use that formula here. Area of the triangle. So ignore 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 10 and 11, definitely we can do. 10 and 11, yes. Please try 10 and 11.
Ma'am, K is equal to -5. Ma'am.
K is equal to -5. You strongly feel you're right? Or you have a doubt?
Ma'am, I think right only.
No, dear, you're wrong. K is not what you said.
Ma'am, is K -8?
Yeah, yes, Shreyas. From nowhere, Shreyas will pop up. Yes, Shreyas. K is equal to -8.
Same answer, minus.
Ma'am, I too got the same answer, ma'am.
Rajarajeshwari, very good.
Ma'am,
K is
I
equal-
too got my.
You two got it. Is that Nandini?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. K is -8 is the right answer. And what about the coordinates of A?
Coordinates of A is 4,0.
4,0. Which one you will get first, K or the coordinates of A?
Coordinates of A.
First the coordinate of A is
Yeah, so I've written it in the wrong order, meaning coordinates of A first and then the value of K. Coordinates of A 4,0, K is -8. Perfect. Yeah, you can see it below. 10th one. So the ratios to 1 is to 2. A divides P equal the ratio 1 is to 2. So you can find the coordinates of A using the section formula. And since A also lies on the line 2x plus y plus k is equal to 0, the coordinates of A must satisfy that equation. So that way you find the value of k, -8.
Ma'am, I got -8. Ma'am.
Yeah, good. All right. The last one. Do the last one. Yes, children. What's the equation of the perpendicular bisector? Okay. So X and Y axis. A 7, 6. So say somewhere here, A 7, 6. B minus 3, 4. Minus 3, 4. B, excuse me, minus 3, 4. So this is the line segment AB. Find the coordinates of a point on the x-axis. So the point whose coordinates you have to find is on the x-axis. That means its y coordinate is 0. X, 0 is the point. So find the coordinates of a point on the x-axis which lies on the perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector of this one, something like this, okay? The perpendicular bisector of this one. So roughly. So this is the perpendicular bisector of AB. This is the perpendicular bisector. This is the x-axis. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. Y-axis, x-axis. And this is the perpendicular bisector of the line segment AB. Now, you need to find the coordinates of a point on the x-axis. So this one, the coordinates of a point on the x-axis which lies on the perpendicular bisector. So see, this is the point on the x-axis which lies on the perpendicular bisector. You need to find the coordinates of this point. So this is x, 0. And we'll call this point, say, P. So you'll have to find the coordinates of P, which lies on the x-axis. So x, 0, which also lies on the perpendicular bisector. So you can see here, it also lies on the perpendicular bisector. Yeah. So now we know when you join the ends of the line segment to this point P. So supposing you join like this, okay, you join like this. So you can easily show that this triangle and this triangle, they're congruent to each other. You don't have to work all that, but you can just do that in your mind. These two triangles are congruent to each other. Why? Because perpendicular bisector, no? So this will be 90 degrees. And then midpoint, that is this one is equal to this. Okay, let me name this, okay? O. Yeah, O. So in triangle, you don't have to write all this. In triangle AOP and triangle BOP, this angle is 90 because perpendicular bisector, no? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, 90 degrees. Okay, and then OP is the common side. OP is equal to OP, common side. And then AO is equal to BO. Midpoint. O is the midpoint because perpendicular bisector. So O will be the midpoint. So you can show that these two triangles AOP and BOP are congruent to each other. Therefore, just a second. Yes, children. So you can easily show that the triangles AOP and BOP are congruent to each other. And when they are congruent, congruency meaning identical triangles. When two triangles are congruent, that means they're identical in every aspect. One is exactly like the other. So from congruency, we have AP is equal to BP. AP is equal to BP. So that is the condition. AP is equal to BP is the required condition. AP is equal to BP is the required condition. You'll have to work this one. AP square is equal to BP square. This is what I've given you as any point on the perpendicular bisector is equidistant from the ends of the line segment. You take any point on the perpendicular bisector, it will be equidistant from the ends of the line segment. So AP is equal to BP, congruent triangle. So corresponding parts are equal. AP square is equal to BP square, distance formula. And you will be able to find the value of x because P is x comma 0. So you will be able to find the value of x. And so you can find the point P x comma 0. Yes, children. So see here, I'll show you the answer. Yeah, please have a look. Looks like I have worked it differently here. Okay, this is also fine. What I just explained, I'll work and share it with you children. This I worked in 2017, so I didn't see how I have worked it. This was fine, but I've just taken any point in general. This is also fine. This is not wrong. This is also fine. I explained something, but there's something else here. So I've taken a random point on the perpendicular bisector. I've taken some point on the perpendicular bisector, and you know that PB is equal to PA. PB is equal to PA. We know that PB, I've just taken a random point on the perpendicular bisector, and we know that PB is equal to PA for the same reason. Triangle congruent, so sides are equal. PA is equal to PB. So when you work PA square is equal to PB square, you get a equation, and that's the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Oh, we have to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector also, is it? And the coordinates. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Equation of the perpendicular bisector we have to get. I'm so sorry, children. So for that, you have to take a random point. I'm so sorry. To find the equation of the perpendicular bisector, you have to take a random point on the perpendicular bisector. So take a point P. I'm so sorry. My son is unwell and he was, constantly telling me something, and I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have messed it up. So to get the equation of the perpendicular bisector, you have to take a random point on the perpendicular bisector. So I've taken Px comma y. Px comma y. We know that Pb is equal to Pa, or Pb square is equal to Pa square. Work that. And that is the equation of the perpendicular bisector. That is the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Now you will have to find the coordinates of C, which is given by x comma 0. X comma 0. So on using this, in this one, take x is x, y is 0, and you will find the value of x. Substitute y 0, you will find the corresponding value of x. So the required point on the x-axis is 3, 0. Always to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector, take a random point on the perpendicular bisector, call it x, y, and the condition is PA is equal to PB. PA is equal to PB. That will give you the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Why PA is equal to PB? Because these two triangles are congruent to each other. CP, CTC, these two sides are equal. PA is equal to PB. That will give you the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Then x-axis, no, so x comma 0. So when y is 0, find the corresponding value of x. So 3, 0 is the required point on the x-axis. 3, 0 is a point on the x-axis as well as the point on the perpendicular bisector. Finding the equation of the perpendicular bisector we have already seen earlier. It's not new. Is that fine, children? Please complete this, albeit. Any questions, children? Now, tell me how I had taught you earlier, to solve this equation. Tell me. Not to solve, to work this equation. Let me see who can answer this question. I had told you an alternate method to work this equation. And what is that? Here I've directly expanded a plus b the whole square, a minus b the whole square, directly expanded. What is the other way of handling this equation? Yeah. Yes, Ananya?
Using 2 points, Px, 0 and Ox, y, but I'm not getting the equation for the perpendicular.
Px, 0?
I took let Px, 0 be the point on the perpendicular bisector and Ox, y be the point on the perpendicular bisector that divides AB.
Okay.
Then since both the triangles are congruent, PA equal to PP, I worked that and got x equal to 3, but I'm not getting the equation of the perpendicular bisector.
Did you do this? Did you take a point P on the perpendicular bisector given by x, y?
Yes, ma'am. I took Ox, y.
Okay, then did you work OB is equal to OA?
Oh no, I worked PA equal to PP.
No, work OA is equal to OB to get the equation of the perpendicular bisector.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tell me, children, so I told you how to solve this equation. No, not solved. How to, work this equation ahead in a different way. Not by expanding like this. Nobody. See here, x plus 3 the whole square minus x minus 7 the whole square. Remember, is equal to, at least complete it for me, is equal to y minus 6
the whole square minus y minus 4 the whole square.
Yeah. And this can be treated as, this should be treated as a square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b. This is a plus b into a. This is a minus b. So minus x plus 7 is equal to a plus b. Y, this is a plus b plus y minus 4 into a y minus 6 minus b. So minus y plus 4. So what happens here? You get 2x minus 4 into, this gets cancelled, into 10. 10 into 10 is equal to 2y minus 10. And here minus 2. Minus 2. Yeah, minus 2. Minus 2. So you can cancel this. 2 1s are 2 5s are. 2 5s are. So when you work this, you get 10x minus 20 is equal to minus 2y, because there's minus outside, minus 2y plus 10. So 10x plus 2y is equal to transpose 30. Divide by 2 throughout, 5x plus y. Okay, bring it to the side. Okay, 5x plus y is equal to 15. So 5x plus y minus 15 is equal to 0. All right, children. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. If you have any questions, you can stay back. That's it for today's session, children. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, children.
Thank you, ma'am.